Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. Saber's here, but he's going to be here for a little bit, and then he's going to be gone, and then he's going to be back again, probably.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Wait, I said out loud.
Shut up.
We got Jack's Blade here
Hi.
with his knife.
Yeah, my blade. My friend got me this Crocodile Dundee blade, and it's fitting because we saw a movie this could have came in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Hirasashi.
Hello.
What have you guys been up to?
Work. That's it. I'm boring.
Non-kilometer.
Yes, I'm better. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't the dub come out for that this week?
Yes, it comes out this week.
Oh,
Oh, it's getting
Yeah.
dubbed.
Yes, it's being
No.
dubbed, my friend, by Funimation.
I'll have to
It's
watch
like
that.
they realize that people like anime.
Yes. I can't wait for the dub to come out. It's so cool.
Yeah,
That
I'll
show's
watch
so
that with
good.
you when the
Yes,
dub comes out.
please,
Yeah.
please. That would make me so happy. Yeah. Oh God, it's such a great show. Man,
What
like-
about you, Saber? What have you been up to?
Nothing. Just work.
Yeah.
Isn't it the worst when you like have nothing to report? You're like, I've just been doing the thing. Then I'm
Laura
expected
visited
to
this
do
past
it.
weekend, but that's about it.
You did what now?
So Laura visited this past weekend, but that's about it.
Oh. Okay.
You got your cosplay. That's something.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, I have a cosplay for Peter B. Parker from Spider-Verse, and I'll be sporting that at BronyCon.
Oh, really?
And when you
Cool.
posted the picture, everyone's like, "You're not fat enough for this," and you're like, "Ooh, thank you."
No, I was like, you should have seen the other 7 photos that made me look too fat. I didn't use
All right.
You're like,
Well,
trust me, I can do this cosplay.
Yeah, I actually took my gut out. I'm like, there it is.
all right. Well, I guess we'll go right into topics. But before we do, if you want to ask us questions for the Q&A portion of the podcast, our Twitter handles are right there, and you can follow us and ask us questions during the podcast. Or you can use the super chat, which will guarantee to be answered if you use the super chat on the stream.
Yeah.
So, first thing, we're going to talk about a couple of movies that came out. First one being Spider-Man: Far From Home, the first movie after Endgame in the Marvel Studios cinematic universe.
Shit, we haven't done this podcast for a while, then, haven't we? Yeah, I just
It's been a
realized.
couple
that I
weeks.
was-
Yeah, a lot has like come out in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. You liked it, right?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I liked the second half a lot compared to the first half.
See, for me. Oh no, go ahead. Go. What were you saying?
Yeah, because I do like it as a whole, and I think it probably benefits more from a rewatch.
Yeah.
Because of certain things that happen in it, which we'll get into a spoiler talk about this. But like I do enjoy the characters in the Spider-Man movies a lot. With these with Ned and
Betty.
MJ, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the Flash that they have.
Yeah.
It's
What a
pretty great.
dork.
Yeah. I like how he called his like followers like, oh hey Flash Mob was live streaming.
Hey, Flash Mob, what's up, y'all? Or like when he was on the plane trying to get alcohol because the skit.
Yeah.
It was like he's not. He's been blipped.
yeah, because they bring up like what happened with Infinity War and Endgame, where like people disappeared and then can't come back.
Yeah, that must
and like
sucked.
yeah, and how some people got older.
And how some people like didn't have their houses anymore because it was like,
Yeah.
oh, I got blipped and my house got sold when I was
Yeah, like Aunt May's house or apartment, like somebody else was living there.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I would be pissed off. I would be.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying how so would be like aliens that were traveling in space be like just frozen if they just blip back in the same exact spot with
Well, would the
Yeah.
spaceship stop in space?
Hmm?
It would just be
no,
hovering
it would
then.
just keep going.
Oh yeah, it would just
Yeah,
keep going.
yeah.
yeah, it sucked.
But
Probably until the sun.
I think the Russos, I'm not sure if the Russos said this or somebody else, but that when the Hulk like brought everybody back, he was thinking about it to bring everybody back safe.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
good. So that makes a lot of sense then, because you don't want to just like, oh, I was in a plane. Oh shit, just like let the bodies at the floor.
Yeah.
Be horrible.
Which spoilers for Endgame, I guess, if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, but it's almost,
7 million
yeah,
away.
it's
from
almost
beating.
about to take over Avatar.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, Infinity War was in theaters till September, so like this is just like, yeah, pretty much feel like it's got it at this point. If it's Infinity War was in theaters till September and people were still watching it, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's got it.
But
Or a billionaire could just like buy 7 million tickets and just get it over with.
yeah, but a lot of this movie is relying on like Spider-Man's relationship with Iron Man before, where like he was the mentor and everything. I want to go into spoilers here.
Go ahead.
I'll go into spoilers. So if you
All
haven't,
right, so 10, 9, 8, 7. Are you running? 6, 5. Get a snack. 4, 3. Close the door. 2, 1, 0. So, anyways, can you believe when Superman showed up? It was so great. Like, oh man, that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. So Mysterio, that's one of the things that where like it's like obvious. It's like
Well,
Mysterio's like a Spider-Man villain. Like of course he's a bad guy.
You know what actually gave it away before all the well, besides the fact that he's Mysterio, is the fact that this is something so stupid and nerdy that I picked up on, but I don't know how many other people picked up on it. He said like, oh, this Earth dimension is 616, which is the Marvel comic universe.
Yeah.
Not the Marvel MCU universe is, I forget the number for it, but it's a different universe. So I was like, you're full of shit right there. I caught you on the bullshit. And then the way he was acting, like it was just like, I'm overacting. But that's very much like he did in the comic books and in the cartoon. So it's just like,
yeah. And so like,
well done.
It makes so much sense for the kind of villain he is.
Exactly.
And I love how they just went back to previous films of like where Jake Gyllenhaal was the guy that made the hologram technology.
Yeah, Civil War.
Yeah, in Civil War when
fart.
Like, yeah.
No.
And
or like the guy from Iron Man who was like, Tony Stark made this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, that was a funny little Easter egg. I like how they actually got the actors too, because I actually had to go back to Iron Man 1 and be like, was that the same guy? Because they could have easily but no, it was the same guy. So that's really nice. Besides that, like the whole thing with because I have watched it twice. I rewatched it.
Oh yeah, Adam in the chat said like Mysterio's syndrome from The Incredibles. Like he wants to be a big hero.
Exactly.
Which
incredible.
Which the thing is like Mysterio's been a character for much longer.
Yeah, it's pretty much how the Fantastic Four are the Incredibles, but like the Incredibles is such a movie than Fantastic Four, so it's just like you can't really. It's funny, but I think it was. I thought like rewatching it is interesting because like you can go and see like, okay, yeah, Nick Fury's not acting like himself. He's not picking up things.
Yeah, because that's another big spoiler. This was the second stinger. Is that Nick Fury and Agent Hill? They were both Skrulls
from Captain Marvel.
Yeah, two of the Skrulls from Captain Marvel, like the main guy, who was playing Nick Fury, which it raises a lot of questions. Like, so were they only Skrull for this movie?
Well, like, no, I mean, like I feel
it seems like it was only this movie because like Nick Fury was like up in the spaceship, like just chilling, like he was on vacation.
Yeah, he was just chilling on vacation. All right, let's get to work, and like that's too, which is really cool. But like, I thought I mean, you do notice like the little patterns of like, okay, he's acting this way to Spider-Man, how Nick Fury, I don't think he would act, and also like they like letting stuff slip by him, which is like very obvious things. Like for instance, the whole thing with Mysterio, Quentin Beck used to work for Iron Man. So you would check, like you would easily go through the files and be like, oh, well, our Quentin Beck is no longer here. What? Let me check a scan of this person. this isn't adding up. What is going on? So it's like certain things like that make you go like, yeah, Nick Fury would have had that covered.
I think after Nick Fury like went to Tony Stark's funeral, he was like, man, I need a vacation. He just went. Yes.
If you can go to space, that's a great way for a vacation.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's. Yeah, but
I've been to space.
Bitch, you've been to space, all right? Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. And then the whole scenes with Mysterio doing his little like hologram stuff like that. Those were just great because I knew those were gonna come up. Like I love when Mysterio always has those little illusions and
that whole sequence was great. It reminded me a lot of like something out of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it was great. Like I knew that was coming because like he does such great work with those things, and like if you like remember the video games, you do that all the time, and then the old cartoons too. Like it's great that they
where it was like it shows like Iron Man where it has like the skull under the mask. I was like, that was cool.
That was the reference to Marvel Zombies, the comic book. So, like that was such a cool reference. Like you saw the skull hanging out. That was really well done. But then I think. I don't know for me, because I guess, like someone said this great on Twitter, I've been to the top of the mountain and I've seen God, and it was with Spider-Verse, and it was just like, this following Spider-Verse is just like, it's all right, but you ain't no Spider-Verse. I feel bad for you.
I'm wondering, like, since 2017, like, and there's going to be a Spider-Verse 2. We're not sure when, though.
With Gwen and Miles. Yeah. Their love.
But.
Chocolate and vanilla swirl.
Would this might be a case of like too much Spider-Man? If there's a Spider-Verse coming out next year.
See, 2018 was a great year for Spider-Man. We had the
PS4 the PS4 game.
18 Infinity War, and it was just like all those were great. But then, honestly, I've after this movie, I did feel like a bit like I don't know, like something in the movie just. It didn't click with me most of the time because a good chunk of the movie, while some scenes I did think were funny, like the whole that's not Spider, that's Night Monkey. No, he's a guy, he's a French spider. That whole scene cracked me up because it's just like that's really well done. And then like the whole stuff with Ned hooking up with Becky on the plane, I thought that for some reason that kept cracking me up. But then there was a bunch of other stuff in the movie that I don't know, just sometimes it just didn't click with me from a personal level. Where I was just like, all right, I really just want to see Spider-Man fighting right now.
There was a lot of it where it's like I felt like, oh, this is just like a generic superhero movie, but it makes sense because it's Mysterio.
Yeah, exactly. And that's his gimmick. But yeah, I would say like a good chunk of this movie I found boring, but then when they brought in the big gun at the end with you-know-who finally
J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson.
That was a scene where I was just like the entire theater, like it was like a sitcom scene. Like,
but not only just bringing him back, but also him like revealing Spider-Man's identity.
That was, oh my god, that was insane.
Is there any tie of that to the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, or is it just like that? It's like, hey, this is just Jameson.
Yeah, it's more like this is an alternate universe.
Because he looks different. Yeah, and he has like a talk show like Alex Jones.
So pretty much like the Spider-Man PS4 J. Jonah.
Yeah, from the PS4 game. Yeah.
But Parker, like the same old, like I imagine cadence to his voice.
He has the exact same thing. It's just he's bald and he had a mustache and he had like a very much Alex Jones setup where you can tell like if you've seen it, you would understand the reference.
No, and I'm so happy to hear that. Like, I remember like before the movie came out, 'cause I haven't seen the movie, but at this point I'm like, whatever, I just don't care. But I did the J.K. Simmons being in the movie as J. Jonah Jameson is just like that's enough. I'm good. I'm happy to hear that.
It would have been just fine if like that was just the stinger of just seeing him as J. Jonah Jameson, but then they revealed like that whole thing about Peter like having his identity revealed.
And also, how did Jonah find out about that?
Mysterio.
So basically, Mysterio, because Mysterio quote unquote dies in this movie.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but like he was trying to basically pull a syndrome plot of like I'm going to make such a massive threat, come along and stop it, and then they'll think of me as the Avenger.
Yeah, because he was using drones that projected holograms.
Yeah, projected holograms, and what his main goal was. I have to make a massive catastrophe,
an
like
Avengers level event.
Avengers level event, so
Yeah.
he could like murder a bunch of people. And he's like, I know a bunch of people are gonna die, but that's what I need to stop because that's gonna make me look like a bigger hero. So Spider-Man's like, oh fuck no, I'm gonna kick this motherfucker's ass, and he goes and kicks his ass, and then like the way he dies, quote unquote, because Spider-Man like deflects a bullet that it was coming at him and like it shoots him in the gut and he goes ugh, on the ground. But then the way he did his Mysterio-esque shit was he had Spider-Man who tried to tell him like, you can't do this with the drones, I won't let you. No, launch all the drones. So he made it look like Spider-Man was causing an attack on the people, and he sent that to the press of J. Jonah Jameson, and J. Jonah Jameson was like, oh well, Spider-Man's evil, blah blah blah. And then that's when
And the identity of Spider-Man,
Here we go.
and like we thought like Mysterio was gonna say like the identity of Spider-Man is Pete, and is like cuts off, and they think, oh, he's safe. But then they reveal it's like, oh, it's Peter Parker, and they show his face.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
just
like,
like what the fuck? And then-
Yeah.
Wait. So people know that.
People know that
Spider-Man's
Peter's Spider-Man now.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's going to like change a lot of things for whatever.
And the
next
thing
movie's
is,
gonna be.
Tony's not around anymore because like what happened
Yeah.
in the comic books was in the Civil War comic books, Spider-Man reveals himself, and it was such this like big grand deal. Like, and J. Jonah Jameson had this reaction like, I've known Parker for years, and he was Spider-Man under my. And the way he like reacts is just like so genuine. It's like really a fun panel to go read. I highly recommend to people out there. And then like Aunt May's like reaction too, but like she's found out countless times in the comic books before, so that's always interesting. But yeah, this time it was just like, wow, you fucked. But yeah, those two stingers were the things that I say, okay, yeah, those made the movie like better. But overall, I was still a bit bored by the movie overall, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, the second half is a lot better than the first half.
Yeah, second half is
Yeah.
way better. Once Mysterio stops acting like I'm a good guy, like he
Yeah.
actually becomes a bad guy, then it becomes better.
Yeah, and that whole sequence with the illusions and everything, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so yeah, Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. So
Spider-Man.
next up, let's talk about a movie that me and Jack saw over the weekend called Krull.
Yeah, Krull. Anyway, Krull.
Yeah.
Fucking gators, man. It was
Alligators in Florida. So the story of this movie is that this woman is going down. She lives in Florida, like in Gainesville.
Gainesville.
And her father lives in South Florida, and she has to go check on him because he hasn't been answering his calls at all, to see if like he actually evacuated for the hurricane that's about to hit, which is like Category 5. Because they're urging like everybody to evacuate. And he's just hasn't been calling, or hasn't been answering his calls or anything. So she goes down to like try and save him. And turns out he was knocked unconscious under the crawl space of their old house he was trying to fix up. And he was like being all nostalgic about the old house when they used to be like a whole family, because it was like a broken up family or whatever.
Yeah.
So she finds him in the crawl space, and then there's a huge ass gator down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not just
then-
one, but
One!
another, and then more come.
It's like that scene from the King Kong with the T-Rexes, where like one of the V-Rexes shows up and you're like, oh shit, there's 2. Oh shit, there's 3. But in this one, it's like, oh fuck, there's like 20 of these bitches. What the
Yeah.
fuck? It's like, god damn. And like the way they attack people, it's like, well, I will give them this. They made the gators so realistic in their movements with what they do.
Yeah.
Like the way they like come in and get you. But like there are some times I'm just like, fuck, they fuck people up bad. Like,
Yeah.
There's this one cop. I feel bad for his ass. He's like trying to help.
Oh yeah, it's like a feeding frenzy. He's like,
Yeah. And he's like, what the
he's like
fuck's
ripped
going on?
apart.
And then they come at his ass, and it's like that scene from Indiana Jones. Where you
Yeah.
actually see the body parts, and they just like they fuck guy up. I'm not laughing at this point, but like the whole movie it's one of those movies. I was telling Paley about this
And
before.
like, and also the other people that were like trying to rob the store, since like,
Oh, yeah!
there's like a hurricane going on, so there's gonna be looters that are gonna be going down there, like stealing everything because nobody's there. and like there's these looters at this convenience store, and it's like, well, that's what you get for going out in a hurricane.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like these gators are just sneaking up, like ripping people's legs and stuff off. Though, like one of them, like, because sometimes they act very much like real gators just hunting their prey, but sometimes it's just like, okay, this is some Jaws Bruce shit. Because like there's this fucking gator, like this girl is literally on a boat waiting for her boyfriend to come, and the gator's just like, how do you do, man? Like, grabs her ass. It's just like, how did you get on the boat like that? What the fuck is going on here? And then this movie, let's say this about this movie, like, because I mentioned this paleo beforehand. Ever since I became a pet owner again, because I used to have a pet before, I used to have my Buster till he died of a spider bite. Then I had my boy Harley, who we lived in England because asshole, whatever. Like for years, I was just like watching horror movies, and I was like, oh, they got a pet, so oh well, if it gets it. But now since I have a dog again, there's a dog in this movie.
Yeah.
So every time I was on scene, I was just like, oh, please.
Yeah,
no,
you feel like
please
so anxious for the dog.
I was like,
but
don't do this, because like for me, I was just like, can you either just keep the dog safe, get it out of there, or just finish it off quickly so I don't have to deal with this anxiousness? Because I was just anxious the entire time.
I think horror movies are a lot more afraid to kill dogs than they are people.
Oh yeah, I mean some movies they don't give a like. Remember what was it? A Silent Place, was that it?
Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place, where like they fucking what was it? A dog or a raccoon or something?
Oh yeah, it was like a raccoon. Like it wasn't
whatever.
a dog in there.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But dude, like the great gators in this movie, they are like what's cool about them is like I think they said this in Double Toaster review too, where like they're just creatures, they're just animals eating, but they're not like oh, there's Scar over there. Oh, there's
they're just like, oh, there's a bunch of gators.
Yeah, and dude, they will sneak up on your ass fast, and they will like you don't even see them coming.
And the thing is like the movie's like it feels like you're running out of time because
they're drowning.
The water keeps rising.
Crazy. Oh no, there was this. What was happening to me was like it's great to watch this in black screen, and what I mean by that, folks, is with a black audience because like so. Anyways, I go to this theater. I want to just tell a story real quick. So I go to this movie theater. I'm just like, okay, just sitting down in my seat, mind my business, and there's like a couple of brothers come in, and they're all cool, just sitting down, mind their business. They don't talk the movie, but like there's a bunch of scenes that make you go, oh shit, and like there are some scenes where I was like this in my chair, like, oh no, and then I looked over and they were doing the same thing, and then there's this one scene at the end because I keep hearing like I can't deal with this shit. There's this one scene that happens at the end that you sort of see coming, but you don't really, where someone just gets fucked bad, and this guy's like, oh hell no, and they just left the theater. Like three of these just left the theater by themselves, terrified, like Scooby-Doo running out the theater. And I was like, there's 10 minutes left. You might as well finish the movie.
Yeah, it's not a very long movie. It's like an hour and 20-something minutes.
Oh, God. But it was really fun. It reminded me of The Shallows.
Yeah. I really like The Shallows.
The Shallows.
The Shallows are like 47 meters down, which that's actually getting a sequel next month.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
What about The Shallow Shark versus one of these gators?
Oh, I mean, I think the Shallow Shark is a lot bigger than
the Shallow Shark was an asshole.
Though the thing is, like, the gators, there's a lot of them in this movie. Yeah.
So how about, like, have the Shallow Shark versus 3 of these gators?
I like the cover in the chat says the promotional poachers, the promotional posters were huge. Warning large gators in the area. And living in Miami, I thought they were actual warning signs until my friend had to tell me this for a movie.
Nice.
Well, dude, gators don't like usually eat people, right? I know they can snatch kids and dogs and other stuff like that, but they don't actually go like
but they do have warnings down there. Like you don't get that near the water.
I mean, I wouldn't swim in a swamp or anything like that because it just sounds dangerous. Like, I mean, like, of course you did tell me about that freaking. Well, we saw that video of that dinosaur that was on the golf course just walking by.
There's that big gator that's down here at the coast in North Carolina where it's just crossing the road. It's like, holy shit, that's a huge ass gator.
Yeah. Oh, that's Jeff. Just let him be. He's not gonna hurt anyone except for the 5 kids he stole down the way home. So it's just like, but yeah, I really liked that movie. That was
it was a really fun movie. Yeah,
that was a really good movie if you're anxious.
It's from like Sam Raimi's production company.
Yeah. He does great horror movies because he started with the Evil Dead stuff. So he does great work with his horror movie stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they didn't take it like over seriously, where they're like, "Oh my god, why are the Gators attacking in this fashion and shit like that?" It's just like, no, they're monsters. We did get that.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
So yeah, Crawl.
Check
It's a very fun, like intimate.
Go watch it.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Go watch
especially
it.
especially if you like something like The Shallows or 47 Meters Down.
Take a date to it. And you'll enjoy it. Oh god. But then you'd be like, "Oh shit, girl." Oh, did you see? Did you see that? That couple in Florida who were like in the pool at night, and there was a gator that walked by, and then like the gator goes in the pool, and the boyfriend just jumps out of the pool and it starts attacking his girlfriend. And he has to go like help her. And it's just oh god, oh man, that's horrible. That's terrible.
All right. Next up, let's talk about Stranger Things in its 3rd season.
I guess I got to mute again. Dang, I'm muting.
Dang it, you didn't watch it, Hero?
I'm getting through it.
Oh,
Well, what
fine.
episode are you on now?
Yeah,
Oh, 4.
we can
Alright.
talk about 4 if you want. The first 4, so you can talk for a bit.
No, that's fine. Talk about the thing. I'll come back.
Fine, all right. So,
Alright.
Pele, what did you think of this season?
I thought it was pretty good. I've seen a lot of people like kind of like hating on it a bit.
I didn't hate it. There are some parts that I did notice that I was digging as much as season 2 and 1, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I would say I didn't hate.
So I
this
think
season.
there were a lot more instances in this season where it's like, oh hey, this is the 80s, and this is this is that thing from the 80s from this year. You know what that
New
is.
Coke.
Yeah,
Let's
like-
do a freaking
Yeah,
promotion.
New Coke and like Back to the Future. They kind of like stopped the show for a little bit to show it.
Oh yeah, let's go watch Back to the Future. Let's talk about.
It was
Back
like,
to
yeah,
the
I know that movie. I know it's a good movie.
Mhm. Yeah, so they were around the time. It was perfect as those It kids were around this time too, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like each other. Oh god. I would say this season very, very fucked up with certain death scenes. I was just like,
Oh yeah, I was
Oh,
surprised. I
God.
was like, holy shit.
yeah, like there was like some people I felt genuinely bad for. I was like, that monster does not give a fuck, man. That monster.
Yeah.
Oh no, like that was horrible. Like, and there are some people where I was like, oh, like I thought you would have like got out of this and stuff like that. But then I did like I bothered me a little bit. I guess they are doing this every season now. Is they split up the groups into like, okay, this is Steve's group. This is
Oh yeah,
Eleven's group,
that
and
was
this
like
is-
very apparent this season.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it was just like I get why they do that, because it's like, oh, it makes so much it makes it more satisfying when they all team up again. But it's just like I wanted them to have more time together instead of like they had like one episode together, then they like split off and do their own thing, and then like they don't get back or something like that. To me was just like
Yeah. I do like the dynamic between
Hopper.
no god damn it I'm forgetting
Winona
names
Ryder?
here. No.
The kid, the one with the out the teeth,
Yeah, Dustin and
Steve.
Steve. Yeah, Steve Harrington. Yeah. I like that little ice cream shop that he works at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just hitting on girls left and right.
Yeah.
Like, I really did like the girl who's the daughter of Jude Law and Uma Thurman or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like she was great. I thought she did a great job in this, like as the Steve's coworker. Yeah, she was like, I thought she was really great.
Yeah.
Mm. And
Oh yeah, and Dustin's a brony.
yeah. Would they even be called that back in the day?
Nah, but yeah.
that was.
I like how
great.
he said like My Little Pony's nerdy. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yes.
My Little Pony's
Like
nerdy.
and like he was like saying like talking about the first special that came out with
Spike and
Tyrek.
Tyrek.
Yeah. It's like that's correct. I was listening to it. I was like, that's actually true.
Well, I feel like the Duffer Brothers know, like, okay, yeah, we should take notes because, like, even last season, there are certain things that they noticed. They're like, oh, well, we'll fix it this season because they do listen to feedback. They do listen to feedback, and they like incorporate that. So I do actually respect that a lot about them. But yeah, I thought the season. I will say, I didn't like it as much as season 1 and 2, but I did, for the most part, enjoy it because I remember when I first finished it, I rewatched some episodes that I didn't like the first time just from a new perspective, and like I was like, okay, I can see why I didn't, but I can appreciate them now. But yeah, I would definitely say I really did enjoy this season. I mean, I like not love it. I didn't love it, but I would say it was like there were parts I was just like, that's annoying, but there are parts I did really like the monster, like the whole monster.
Yeah, the monster, and like that was neat.
That was really fucked up. I feel bad for it. Like it's like I want to just kick that thing's ass. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Done talking about reviewing stuff. Now let's
Sashi.
Let's go on to some news for stuff. Which we have quite a few things to talk about. First in Disney news.
In Disney news.
Ariel was cast for the Little Mermaid remake.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, bro.
Halle Bailey, which it's so hard to not say
Halle
Berry.
Berry.
Yeah.
Haley Berry. Oh man. So, what do you think, Hero? Because you're the darkest among us.
I literally think nothing in regards to this. I'm like, okay.
Good. All right.
That's literally my reaction.
Well, I have something to say.
I
have for it or against it.
I have a conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah? Let's hear it.
They cast Ariel as black so that way the critics wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Ooh,
because they're like, well, if you complain about it, then you're racist.
Wonderful.
Sad but true. Like that is one of those things that people do happen
because of like how many people have been critiquing the remakes, especially this year, because like every remake this year has been rotten on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Dumbo,
Nice.
Aladdin, and The Lion King are all rotten.
Lion King's rotten?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at anything above that movie, so
yeah.
I'm gonna go see that on Thursday, so that's gonna be fun.
So you say that, but I have immunity because I too am black, so I can be like, nah, this movie's shit. Like, no problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Immunity.
Immunity. Exactly.
That's
I got a little white one too. So yeah, there we go. So I can just be either way. I'll be accepted by everyone.
That's got some bad news for you.
I mean, they're gonna run out of films to remake eventually. Like they're starting to run out.
No, they'll start remaking the live action remakes as CGI films.
Vomit.
Like Shrek.
Somebody
It's getting a remake.
Is it a remake? Or
I mean, if they look like the way the princesses looked in Ralph Breaks the Internet, I mean, they look good in that.
So how's that gonna work when they
Uh-huh.
do the Disney princess stuff again? So they're gonna like make a new one. So like when Ralph Breaks the Internet 5 comes out, they're gonna have like black Ariel and this Ariel, and they're gonna. Make
They've also like talked about like the possibility, or some people are speculating that they'll do something like a princess film where they'll have them all together.
Oh yeah,
Do
I
something
feel
like
like that's
that.
obvious.
Yeah.
They're gonna definitely do that because they were like the best part.
As long as they don't make it like super. I can't say this because I'm not a girl, so but like as long as they don't make it like super like
I'm a woman.
like super girl power preachy, like I'm all for girl power, but like don't make it like cringy preachy,
You know what?
because it would be so easy to do that.
Thank you, Hero. Can I say?
Yeah, like in the Powerpuff Girls episode where they're watching like the fake Powerpuff Girls. It's like girl power. It's like I've never said that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? Like, I'm glad you bring this up though, because like this is a thing that's happening a lot now, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying like, I feel like, for example, Wonder Woman did a great job of showing like a strong feminist message, because it's like you don't have to say like, oh, I'm a strong. You just show it. through your
Yeah,
actions.
yeah.
Just like, I'm destroying all these people. I'm not saying like I'm going to destroy all this. It's just like I have the confidence in myself, and I'm showing that confidence. I don't need to constantly spout it. It's more like it's like I watched this great video recently on that trope that's in a lot of animes, like, I'm never giving up. Why don't you give up trying to make me give up? And it's just like, it's better when a hero is just like, they don't say it, they just keep getting up. Like when Rock Lee is fighting Gar, he's not saying I'm not going to, he's just getting up over and over, and he gets up unconscious, and he just keeps going at it. He's not like spouting like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing this. It's like, that's a really powerful thing, just to say, oh damn, they're showing me that they are going through this.
You ain't gotta tell me. Like,
yeah, exactly. You're showing me that. Way more powerful, 10,000 more powerful. Like anyone taking a writing class, show, don't tell. Like just show. You don't have to tell. Like that is such a powerful thing. Like honestly, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
what were we talking about?
Little Mermaid trying to
Right,
black
okay.
woman swim.
I was like, I forgot what we're talking about. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't make it like super incredibly creepy. That would just be obnoxious, even for girls. I think, honestly.
All right. So in other Disney news, Mulan had a teaser, and
That
I'm
one
looking
actually
at it,
looks
and I'm
good.
like, fine, I guess. I mean, I think what they're doing with Mulan might. The thing is, like, a lot of people have been complaining about how, they're just doing the same thing over again. Like
Right.
for what they said with the Lion King, it says like, oh, it looks like just they're doing like the same exact thing as the original, just worse. Whereas Mulan, it's like taking out the songs. There's no Mushu.
What is
Did
Mushu
Asia
Junior?
hate Mushu though? Because
I remember like when Mulan came out that people were like, why are you adding Eddie Murphy in this?
Yeah, like I remember reading like a bunch of like actual like Asian people were like upset like when they added Mushu to that story. So I was like, oh no, but us in America were like, that's fun to dragon.
So out of all the live action remakes, I think I have the most hope for this one. Just because they're trying to do something different with it. Where they're trying to make it more of a serious epic of this a telling of this legend.
Yeah.
So
Mulan's my favorite Disney movie to a date, so I'm really hoping it's gonna be great because I do really like Mulan, and so I hope it's. I don't need no musicals and stuff like that for it because I honestly
because that's the thing. Like I don't. It's not that the reason I don't like the remakes, isn't because like they're of their existence. It's that they're trying to fix something that doesn't need fixing, whereas this they're trying to do something different.
Okay,
Yeah.
your dislike for the remakes is different than mine. Then I dislike the remakes because
they make it
makes
seem
feels-
like animation isn't important.
Oh yeah.
Right. It makes it seems like it's for kids. Like you I can't remember how many times. Like I could count the number of times, like maybe on 3 fingers. That's like this live action thing needed to be animated. Like no one ever thinks that. But like, oh, this animated thing, we're gonna bring it to a wider, older audience by making it live action. I think that mentality just kind of has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time that worked for me was like because the original X-Men movie series, those movies were primarily they watched the 90s X-Men cartoon first and got most of their like knowledge and stuff from that. So like that to me was pretty cool how they were able to take some and make a great movie from that. So like there are certain times like for me personally, again, I agree with both y'all. Like to me animation's like far superior. It always will be in my opinion, but I'm just the only reason I'm interested to see this like Lion King thing besides that weird non-emotionless singing scene that had me really confused. I just want to see like how it's gonna look. Like that's it. Like I'm just like gonna be looking at it as from I'm going to see a nature documentary on shrooms and they're talking and they're just like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like I wish like this is one of those movies that I wish I could take back to like the 80s and be like, you gotta be careful. DNA has evolved to the point where it's just like, how do we stop this? You can't 2000 is going to be over for all of us. It's just going to be.
All right. So yeah, the live action remix. Like I said, they're gonna run out eventually. So let's go on to some other news that's not movie related. That's also from Disney. So one of the shows they're making for Disney Plus is actually an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon.
Yeah.
So they're actually
Right.
bringing him back for something. Other
Like,
than
remember this guy?
Yeah,
You
other than
don't,
for
because you
Epic
weren't
Mickey.
live yet.
Because I remember like Epic Mickey was like the first time I'd ever heard of Oswald when that came out. And then they they've referenced him and they used him a lot more, but now they're actually making like a cartoon for him, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be coming out when the service launches or just later, because there's a few shows that are coming out on launch when the service launches, but there's some shows that's going to be coming out like throughout the months. But that's one of the shows I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah,
That and
I don't
the
know.
Monsters
Yeah.
Inc. Show.
I don't know anything about Oswald. Is he like? How
He's
is
an
he?
octopus.
And I know that's not true.
He's a blue octopus with a hat.
Is he like Mickey at all or not at all?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, I don't know about Oswald.
Was Oswald really an octopus?
What? Was he really what?
What am I thinking of?
What?
The octopus that was blue with the hat. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
There was this octopus.
I believe you, but I don't know what you're talking about.
There was this octopus that was like blue with a hat, and he had like a flower friend and a penguin.
Who?
Y'all know what I'm talking
Were
about?
you on drugs?
No, I used to see this all the time.
Chat, help us out. What is he talking about? I have no idea.
It was this blue octopus named Oswald or Oz or something like that, and it was like he was friends with this talking flower and this penguin. I'm not making this. I swear to God.
People in the chat is like it's a Nick Jr. show.
Yeah.
The octopus voiced by Fred Savage.
Oh, thank you, chat.
It's Nick Jr.'s Oswald.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Thank you, chat. Not me. What the fuck is Jax on again? He's just making shit up again.
You're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Octopus. It's like Saddle Rash all over again.
Yeah.
Not even Jim knew what Saddle Rash was. As soon as Jim was like, what? I was like, you're making that shit up, boy.
No, I'm telling you, Saddle Rash. Oh god.
Saddle Rash is made up.
There was this one show that I can't. It was like my friend was asking me about, and he was like, "What was a show about this?" There was this guy who was called the Phantom, and he was in a school with a bunch of kids, and they all had big noses. And I was like, "Oh, it was that junior high animal show with like the rhino teacher?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but it's hard to find the name out for it." But that's another cartoon. I know a lot of random obscure cartoons, like this blue piano that talked and flew. And there was this koala cartoon too, like Blinky
Now you're just
Bill
making
or
shit
something.
up.
I'm not.
Yes.
Then there was this one Franklin show.
Yeah, Toon J mentioned Franklin in the chat, and I'll stick to my guns that you are either a Franklin kid or a Little Bear kid, and there were no mixes. You had
I guess because I'm mixed in bloodly, I'm both.
I did like Little Bear more than Franklin.
I did. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I did like Little Bear more than Franklin because like Franklin sort of annoyed me. He was a bit.
The thing is, I was way too old. I was way too old to be watching Little Bear when that was the thing. I just watched it at home when I was
when you were home from sick.
when I was sick, quote unquote.
I said all the time too. You just like I'm just home. And like I would just watch like what channel did Zaboomafoo come on? You remember Zaboomafoo?
That was like
frickin'
PBS.
monkey? That was like I used to stay home and watch that. That was a good show. Walking.
All right. So another streaming service that's getting also a classic cartoon, but from new characters. Cuphead is getting a show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is he gonna talk, or is it gonna be a silent thing where like his?
I hope he's like, ah! Oh, that would be amazing.
I don't know a bit, but he does talk a little in the game, but it's like very deep. Is like the rare, really old like
Oh, is it like that stupid
voices.
Tom and Jerry thing? Like, don't you believe it?
Something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not. Apparently, Studio MDHR is like working with Netflix, like making this. Though I don't think a lot of people say that. Oh yeah, it's going to look like the game. I'm like, I don't think so. Like that game took a lot of time to make.
How many people worked on that game?
A lot.
Not enough.
A lot of animators.
Still not enough.
I'm saying like if a lot of people worked on that game and like it's Netflix, right? Netflix is money to spare. Like they get dump trucks of money. They're like,
because
but that kind of animation is just so inefficient.
Because I'm more expecting it to look like the Mickey Mouse shorts. That's what
animated?
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting it to look like because it has the similar kind of style.
Okay.
Which I'd be fine if it looked like that because that's still like really well animated. It's just not like completely like frame by frame on ones, which is what Cuphead is.
Cuphead is ridiculous looking.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like. Hopefully we'll get a trailer at some point so we can like see what it actually looks like. Because right now we just have an image.
That'd be interesting if they are very Tom and Jerry-esque and don't talk unless interact with. That'd be weird.
Now let's I guess talk briefly about another old cartoon. Flintstones. Apparently, it's going to be trying to get another reboot. Even though, like, I know Pan has talked about it, how like they've tried doing a reboot so many times, but have never like gotten it off the ground. This time,
the Flintstones Kids was good, right?
Flintstones Kids.
You remember Flintstones?
Oh yeah,
Kids?
yeah.
That was a good show.
That was in the 80s.
I know, but it was a good show.
When's the last time there's been anything Flintstones property besides like the live action movies,
wrestling movies,
the wrestling ones? Yeah. Yeah, which that was funny with like Fred, where he's like, like about how long he's expecting to work there. It's like, I don't expect to work here my entire life. It's like, yeah, we never do. We don't do.
Oh,
yeah, that's great. But yeah, apparently it's from what is that actress's name? Emily.
Scarlett Johansson.
No.
She wants to be in every.
But let's see, yeah, it's from Warner Brothers. They're doing a from Pitch Perfect star. Yeah, Elizabeth Banks. Yeah, with her company Brownstone Productions. Apparently, they're just trying to make something with Warner Brothers Animation, for this for this reboot. So we'll see if it actually gets off the ground, because every time they've tried, they haven't really been able to do it. But it's so weird because like Scooby-Doo has so many iterations, but Flintstones,
some of them are pretty damn good.
Yeah,
like, remember Mysteries Inc?
Yeah, but
that was great.
But for the Flintstones, the other like really popular Hanna-Barbera cartoon, they just can't seem to get it going again. Which is so weird because it's like their other like most popular franchise.
Well, what about the Jetsons? Where's Jetsons rank in there? Because remember when the Jetsons and Flintstones crossed over? That was like the hypest thing. Is like a 1-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see where that goes. A couple more things, and then we'll head to Q&A. Let's talk about that Lupin trailer.
Oh shit!
It looks so good.
Yeah,
it looks. Japan puts care in their CGI.
Yeah, like those models, like they look like they put the effort into making them look like the character designs from the anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so damn good because at first I was just like, oh, is this one of those fucking commercials because Japan goes crazy on their commercials. I mean, that One Piece commercial over fucking ramen.
Yeah.
Is ridiculous.
It was that One Piece commercial. I would actually watch One Piece or look like that.
Yeah, I was just like, wow. So the fact that they made this, it's a movie coming out like of Lupin III. I was like, oh my god, like this is great. And I was just like, okay, all of them look great. Fujiko, damn,
Fujiko
babe.
looks really good.
God, those
Fujiko
are looking
looks
real
really
good,
good.
girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah, damn. Oh, wow, that was really good. He looked like Woody, though. And he did look great. It's just like, it did remind me of Woody in the face area.
Yeah. They got to where he has like that little thing with his lips where they're just kind of like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm excited to see how that pans out because it seems like, especially like moving to 3D with an action like a focused anime like Lupin, where they're going to be able to do a lot more with the 3D movement of the camera.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Like that's one of those movies where I'm just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm glad
because that it reminds me a lot of what from this trailer. It reminds me a lot of what Steven Spielberg did with Tintin with that animated movie.
Oh yeah, that's
because they did like a lot of really cool action sequences with the camera in that because like Steven Spielberg was thinking, what can I do in a 3D animated movie that we can't do in live action? So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with this Lupin movie.
Same. I'm really excited. That looks really good.
All right, one more thing. Switch Lite was announced. The Nintendo Switch Lite.
Someone say Sarah's joke.
I guess it's also called a light switch.
Sarah.
That ain't my joke. That's Sarah's joke.
I know. That's why I said Sarah. Gotta give her
I know. I
a
just wanted to reiterate.
Yeah. So this is coming out because Pokemon's coming out. That's why I think it's coming out because they're like, we got to make a cheaper Switch so that way parents will buy it for their kids. Because it's $100 cheaper than the regular Switch, and it does not connect to the TV. There's no dock. There's no detachable Joy-Cons. There's no rumble.
But it does have one feature in favor of it.
Yeah, it's got a D-pad.
It's got a D-pad.
Yeah.
D-pad. That's all it
Get
needs.
one of those, please. Gladly take that.
Yeah, there's like third-party Joy-Cons that have a D-pad, but it's like
I know
it's not the same.
third party.
I need an official Nintendo one because those always feel the nicest. Maybe they will sometime in the future, but right now they said there's no plans to do it. But they said that about this, so it's probably gonna make a lot of money, being $200 for this since the library is constantly growing for the system.
Right.
So now let's go to Q&A. If you want to ask us questions, you can ask us on Twitter, or you can send us a super chat. And we have a couple of super chats right now. Before there was a super chat from Del18. Opinions on episodes where secondary characters get their primary focus than the usual main characters, aka a day in the limelight trope.
Love that.
So episode 100 of My Little Pony.
Yeah, or actually a lot of episodes of Adventure Time do that, where they focus on different characters in the Land of Ooh. I think that's pretty neat that they do that. And like The Simpsons did that with the like a certain I forgot what the episode title was called, but they were like little mini stories throughout the city of Springfield. And the Simpsons talks about their minor characters a lot in their episodes as well. So
yeah, they do. Like they give their whole thing. Like I love that whole episode where they're everyone has their own catchphrase. Ay caramba, excellent. It's just, I love that.
Hello everybody.
Hello everybody.
Hi Dr. Nick.
Come on, you want to get crunk with me?
That's a good Marge. Holy shit.
Oh, yikes.
That was scarily accurate.
I love that Hirasashi.
Oh my god.
god.
All right, and we just got another super chat earlier from Editman RGG2. Movies, shows, and/or games that you are overhyped to you.
Movies that
Overhyped.
were overhyped or
Ones that are overhyped.
Do you mean movies that you got overhyped for, and then when you saw it,
No, that
didn't
you
live
think
up?
are overhyped.
Oh, Hobbs and Shaw, I guess. I mean, like those movies are just silly to me. Like to me, I mean, I have no hatred to anyone who loves what they like, but those Hobbs and like the Fast and Furious movie series is just one of the series to me where I'm just like, I don't get it. To me, it's just so ridiculous that it's like lost its. And I mean, they're entertaining. I'm not gonna deny they are, but like, it's not something I go, oh, I'm so hyped to see that. So like, when people are like, oh, I'm super hyped for it, just not for me personally.
Peter Pan. I think that movie's actually not good at all.
The 2003 one?
No,
No,
the original.
the original.
Oh, with the red man? Ha 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 ha.
It's not only because of that. I was just bored. I was like, this is not interesting.
I have not watched that movie since I was 14 years old at my friend Hunter's sleepover. That's the exact day I remember.
Your friend was named
rewatching
Hunter. Was he white?
Yeah, he was.
Of course he was.
Yeah. Like
It was Hunter.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
white,
Somebody
had
named is somebody's named Hunter. They're white.
Why? That's good fun. Oh god. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That's like naming your that's like naming your kid Killer.
Hey, Killer.
Like you're
Hey,
naming
Killy.
a dog.
Hey, Killy. Killy, come here.
Wow, I hope no one's name is Hunter in the chat.
Dude, you got a cool name. Don't listen to Paleo. I'm all with that shit. Hunter was.
Oh, we got a Hunter in the chat.
My name is Hunter, and I'm black. Good. You make up for the time. Hunter James. Well, look at what you did, Paleo. And he was probably going to give you a freaking super chat. Wow. Congratulations. My name's Hunter, and I'm black.
What's a video game that's overhyped?
Kingdom Hearts. Oh, what was it? What was that game? See, I'm not the good person to answer this because I get bored playing video games. I will stop playing a video game fast.
What is a video game that is overhyped? Chat, what's a video game that's overhyped? I'm sure they said. Let me go look. They did not say. Everyone said
Overwatch.
movies.
I guess. I mean, does it count as overhyped if it was good for?
I mean, like, I played Overwatch for a little bit. And
Yeah,
like,
I did too.
I forgot for a moment that I hate FPS playing it, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. World of Warcraft. You love that game, though.
I love duh.
Love
That game is terrible now.
Okay, fine.
Pokemon.
Oh, yes!
Thank you, Toonjay.
I can't.
Pokemon.
For everyone else, I guess they love this game, but for me, I'm not.
Because you
Smash
played it for like
fan,
2
so-
minutes.
I have the game. I have the game. What are you talking about? It's right there. It's literally. Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. You can't see it, chat, but it's right here. I played it. I played it with ZJ. ZJ came over. We played each other.
And then he made me
bored.
some delicious food afterwards.
Yeah, Master Chef.
All right. Let's see. From Major Mekazawa. What are some movies you guys want to see later this year? For me, I really want to see Riding a Wave with You, and Promare. Those are a couple of anime movies coming out. What's coming out that I want to see?
I didn't know I Lost My Body already came out.
You lost
I
your
want to see that. Yes, I
What?
did.
Are you okay?
It's one of those French. Remember, like about 2 weeks ago, I was like, "Hey, we should watch some French animated movies." One of them I wanted to watch was I Lost My Body.
Oh, okay.
It looks really interesting.
So there a couple. I'm looking forward to see what they do with them. So the Shaun the Sheep is getting a sequel this year. It already came out in the UK, I think. It comes out here in December. And I really like the first one. And then It Chapter 2 coming out.
It Chapter 2 is great.
Yeah.
You know, I have a question. Does the Steven Universe movie count?
Oh yeah.
With XJ9?
Yeah. Yeah, and also the Rocco movie comes out next month.
And Invader Zim.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's coming out next month, but it's coming out this year.
Yeah, it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
That's a movie. I don't have to go to the theater, PC. So yeah. Yeah, I agree, Paleo. It Chapter 2. I guess, I mean, honestly, after, I'm not really excited for Lion King. It's more to go see it by obligation. I did a blood sacrifice. What the fuck coming out? Because I honestly feel I guess if I have to finish off Star Wars, because I have to finish,
that's more of an obligation.
I guess it is an obligation, but I have to. Yeah, so yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the emotes in the YouTube chat is so ugly.
What, the squids?
Yeah.
Hope you're doing all right as well. Well.
Nathaniel Foga asking, will any of you see the Lion King remake? Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I have to.
I'm gonna do a review
Yes,
on it.
I will.
Cartoon Network Fanatic says, did you guys hear that Attack on Titan will be ending on its 4th season next year?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's good. Stop.
No, I'm saying, yeah, it's great. Like, think about, it's like, what? They had season 1, which was 26 episodes. Season 2, which was like 13. Season 3, part 1, part 2 were like 13 each. And then, like, they got one final season. That's the perfect length of episodes to me.
Yeah.
Like,
it's weird because, like, the Attack on Titan hype, like, died down so much. So when I went to go rewatch it, or not rewatch it, but, like, catch up with it, I was like, there was, like, nobody hyping it up for me. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah, it's really great. Like, that's the thing. Like, it got really, really great again. Like, that's, I mean, like, it wasn't really...
At least it kept the same animation, unlike One Punch Man.
Yeah, fuck you, OPM. Like, you should just go away and learn, like, guys, this pisses me off.
Just let Hero Academia sweep you off your feet. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got my dumbbell girls, too. They're sweeping me off my feet right now. Like, I'm happy. Like, right now, I realize I am just such an euphoric state that Dumbbells is actually an anime that I'm just, like, I've never felt happier. Like, it was just, oh, God.
You're like, what? Loss of popularity of Attack on Titan? What? Loss of animation in One Punch Man? I don't care. My girls are lifting weights. I'm good.
My girls are lifting weights, my nigga. I love that shit.
Like, I'm good.
Great right now. Huh. The manga is ending this year, so yeah, I guess if the manga is ending this year, it would make sense.
That would make a lot of sense. All right, we got another super chat here from Malik Webster.
Arthur's a racist. What Arthur isn't?
Huh?
How do you think I feel about Akira Toriyama?
What are some of your favorite obscure PS2 games? Ooh.
Oh!
Said my favorites are 50 Cent Bulletproof, Godzilla Saves the Earth, and Eddie Misadventures. I don't think 50 Cent Bulletproof is really obscure because I remember at the time, like, people were hyping it up. And it was like, oh yeah, it's a 50 Cent game, and it turned out to be trash.
Oh,
I think, like, so does he mean games that, like, if I just say it, no one will go, oh my god, yes, because, like, for me, again, I'm basic. I love Jaws Unleashed. It was just a fun game.
Jaws Unleashed is great.
That shit, you were just a shark eating people, fucking things up. That was a great game. Also, War of the Monsters was great.
Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah,
throw shit and destroy buildings. That was a fun game.
Oh yeah, my friend Emilio had that.
Yeah, that game was highly replayable.
I don't know if Dark Cloud 2 is popular or not. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not popular at all. Dark Cloud 2 is literally my favorite video game, like, on the So
What about Legend of Gaia? I played that a lot as a kid.
That was PS1 though.
Yeah, it was. But I played on
Yeah,
PS2. And they asked which games
But
you play
they
on
said
PS2.
they said obscure PS2 games,
which
not
I
what
played
not
on
what you played
PS2.
on the PS2.
Hey, fine. Be that way.
Oh,
Remember
somebody said Ico, but I'm not sure if that. I mean, I
Is
guess.
that obscure?
I mean,
What was that game?
It's from the Shadow of the Colossus team, but like I'm not sure if anybody knew what Ico was before Shadow of the Colossus.
What was that
Okay,
fucking
sure.
game where you had to you had the big ass net and you had to catch like monkeys?
Ape Escape?
Was that what it was called? That was a fun
No,
ass.
it's also
Ape Escape.
PS1.
Ape Escape 2 was on PS2.
Yeah, Ape Escape 2, Hirosashi. So
But
yeah,
you said Ape Escape.
I only said it because that's what Paleo just said.
Also,
yeah.
Elwood, thank you for the $1 super chats.
Keep dropping them.
no,
I'll show you my butt.
no message.
No.
Let's go back to Twitter here.
I think. Man, I'm starting to forget my PS2 games. That was a wake-up call. I'm like, shoot, which ones do I have?
Oh, that Alien versus Predator game, Extinction. That was so much fun because like you could like make. It was like you could like raid places, and what you would do is you would like you start off with one alien egg, and then you go and you grab like a cow or something, and then you like hatch another one, and then you make a queen, and then you just basically keep face hugging like shit until you grow an entire army, and then when you grow your entire army, you go and destroy the base you're supposed to destroy, and that shit was fun as fuck. And then you could be like predators too, and you could like get like a bunch of predators, and you could get pred aliens on your side too. I never was the humans in that game because that shit was boring, but that game was
Like, why would you be a human in a game when you can be a human all day?
exactly.
Like, I've never understood that.
Fun as fuck. I never was humans. I don't understand why you want to be the humans. The humans are boring.
Yeah. All right. Question from Cartoon Bro on Twitter. What Cartoon Network show would you revive or reboot? And Saber, what are you going to upload that live stream? Oh yeah, the live stream he did for his.
I can't upload it because.
Powerpuff Girls easily, but like, the correct one.
I mean, but don't you think it like had a pretty good run? In a sense, because I think Powerpuff Girls is a great show. It's one of my top 10 favorite cartoons of all time. But I think for the length it had,
I'm trying to think of
which
which one would benefit from a reboot.
Shake it, bake it, booty quake it, roll it.
Yeah,
around,
that's what I was about to say.
Symbiotic Titan, yeah, reviving that because like it only got one
Megas
season.
XLR.
Yeah,
that was a great show. Megas XLR deserves it.
yeah,
but no,
Symbiotic Titan, I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sonic Prower said I would revive Dexter's Lab, but would it be Dexter's Lab with that shit at the end? Like, you remember the last few seasons were crappy. So I agree with Paleo right there. Symbiotic Titan. What was that one show about, like, the duck in a bar? Shit, I can't remember it now. Fuck.
Oh, shit. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called, but I remember seeing it on before Toonami.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's blanking. Oh my!
What
whatever.
the hell was that that show called? It was like a CG.
Yeah.
Like a CG. Was it called Queer Duck?
Was it? I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's what Ryan says. It definitely wasn't Duckman. It's not Duckman.
No, it wasn't Duckman
because it was a CG show. It was on Cartoon Network, not like Comedy Central.
Yeah. Oh, God,
Sitting Ducks. Sitting Ducks.
I think it might have been Sitting
Ducks.
Yeah.
That went completely out of my mind until now.
Yeah. Yeah. Sitting
like
Ducks.
Holy shit! Yeah, there's like alligator in it too.
Yeah, alligator. I remember that shit. That was stupid. That was a fun. Oh yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Oh man. Completely forgot about that.
It shows that you just need that little spark. Oh my god, the gasoline's going now. It's going.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. From Jolly Ronan on Twitter.
Jolly.
What live action movie would you like to see animated? What live action Disney movie would you like to see animated? I'd love to see Pirates of the Caribbean animated by Genndy Tartakovsky.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Always Genndy.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be really cool, especially with his like Kraken, like how he would do the Kraken. Like that would be awesome.
I mean, They did that Tron series, which
And that
looks
was
really
apparently good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be as cool as an animated movie.
They don't
I
do
looked
that
up.
anymore, do they?
I looked up a list of live action movies, and they're only listing.
The remakes.
Oh God! Like there are no other ones. I
What
just wanted to
about
remind
would
myself
Pete's
of the-
Dragon count?
Well, it was also
Which one?
originally like a live action hybrid to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Pete's Dragon.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, which version would you use though? Which dragon?
Yeah.
The new one or the old one? Or maybe they could be the same species, and they just like, oh, I hate that guy. He's like look furry. Oh, I hate that one.
Oh, somebody in the chat, Dapper Spider said a haunted mansion. Yeah, there was that little teaser or that test of like a haunted mansion cartoon that looked really cool.
Where? Well,
And,
let me see that. I'm
Um,
gonna look it up.
that was like based more on the ride, and it looks like really awesome. I was like, man, they should make a show out of this. It looks really cool.
That would be real. Oh shit! Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks like some Proud Family crap.
Yo, you know what I want to be animated? Snow Dogs. That's what I'm waiting for.
Really? So in the cartoon, so in this hypothetical cartoon that I know you're trolling with the dogs all actually talk, because that movie trailer
Yeah, why
was the
not?
biggest fucking lie, where they like had all the dogs
Yeah.
talking in the trailer, like they were gonna be talking to the whole movie, and it was only one scene. You freaking shit bad. I hate that.
I have never
Yeah,
watched
it's
Bridge to Terror yet.
it's like the kangaroo Jack effect.
Yes, that
yeah.
kangaroo.
Yeah.
And they made a whole cartoon of that too, and he only sang, he rapped Mama Said Knock You Out one time. It's just random.
Yeah.
Man, I do not care about any of these live action movies. I gotta be completely real with y'all. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. I don't know, man.
What if they made it look like the
That's
101
People's
Dalmatians?
Big Boom. Yes.
You
Airbud.
Airbud. Oh God, Airbud. Yeah, I would actually watch Airbud the series because
I
they can make it like that.
ironically watched that. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, because they would make it like that. You remember that Canine series where the dogs were like in armor?
Mm,
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that, but he'd be playing sports.
Cool Runnings would be something else. That'd be something else if it was animated.
Let's see.
Dude, I want Popeye animated. That's what I want.
You already have Popeye.
Right. Next
Well,
question.
not the Sony one. That was canned.
Like spinach.
Wow.
Waka waka.
Okay. Couple questions here. Let's see. From Ozzyall, thoughts on Steam Universe, the movie official poster from San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
XJ9.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, this is fucking shitty.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like you can't tell me otherwise. Clearly, man, like everyone's trying to like deter you from saying it's actually not. It's like, oh, Steven has a neck. Oh, Steven's got a neck now.
Yeah, but like, I mean, that design is like, man, that does look like a lot like XJ9 silhouette.
It is. That's all it is. She wants revenge on the Rocks for what they did to her.
Yeah. All right. From Jason on Twitter, are you still excited for 12 Forever premiering in 2 weeks? Even though your doppelganger doesn't appear in it anymore. Yeah, they don't have that design anymore. I was like,
I
oh,
don't have you in that show anymore.
yeah.
The hot girl with the man voice. The bad guy.
Yes. But yeah, that's like the one like cartoon character. I was like, that is like very much what I look like.
It is you. It's just you. That's what it was. It was you. Like, I don't care what anyone says. That was you. You even had the little hair swoosh you have.
Yeah.
Where your hair like swooshes to the side. Yeah, that was you. I don't care what anyone says.
From Enigma Royal Prince, what are your thoughts on the supposed Area 51 raid and the recruiting process?
Oh my God.
And what do you think is inside Area 51?
You know you'd be. What if you played around and let a fucking Cyberman free? All right. Do you know how? Like one of those things is as strong as Raditz, and King Piccolo is outclassed by Raditz, and King Piccolo with a key blast the size of a golf ball could blow up all of New York City. So why the fuck do you want to play around and shit? Like, yeah, don't do this. No. Silly.
What is the key to robot waifus?
I'm sorry.
What if that's what's inside Area 51? They've been working on robot wives.
I have no idea what this Area 51
That would
stuff
hurt.
is.
I'm telling you, Paleo is not going to be the robot wife you want. You want an android wife, not a robot.
Robots are different than cyborgs.
Yeah, I got that. You got FLCL. Robots are different than cyborgs.
I'm so glad people remember that quote. It makes me happy.
Die cyborg. Actually, it's not a cyborg because robots are different than cyborg. Yeah, I'm just gonna tweet that out. Robots are different than cyborg.
Also from Enigma Royal Prince, what anime girl's bathwater would you want to just buy
Mia,
if they waited
Mia,
or
Mia,
literally washed themselves?
Mia.
Are y'all okay?
Mia.
What about Lukua?
Yeah, that'd be hot. Well, hers would be
Yeah.
magical. Hers would be magical and probably give you superpowers.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, you know, if you got Shantae's bathwater, you'd be like super powered at the end because you had like, and then Hero wants Nala's watch.
She is. Oh, there's a lot of things I can say, but no. Has Nala ever been an anime?
Yeah,
When
a
was
cameo.
Nala
In a
anime?
cameo.
When?
It was. I'm not joking either. There was this one anime I was watching where they were very clearly watching The Lion King, and then the mom comes in and is like, "Don't watch this crap. It's bad for you," and stuff like that. And then it walks away. And then like, so it was. I don't remember what anime it was, but I remember very clearly that they were watching what was appeared to be The Lion King because they had the whole thing of Nala lying on her back, giving the bedroom eyes, and then
Wonderful.
yeah.
Well, she's literally a feline, so I'm hard pass. But thank you for the offer.
Feline it. Oh.
Oh my god! Do you see what I have to deal with, folks? Speaking of felines, hi, kitty cat. What's up? Meow. Okay. What anime girl's bathwater would I do? Fucking degenerate.
What do you do?
Oh.
Are you supposed to like just pour it on yourself or something? Like what do you want with
Some
it?
people are vaping it.
That's disgusting. You don't know if you get STDs or shit. Like what the?
Oh,
what
bathwater?
people?
I guess.
I mean, like, if a girl's got something, in her,
Yeah.
it's right there. So it's just
Yeah.
like.
Paleo, whose bathwater are you doing stuff with?
Samus.
I don't know. I'm not doing anything.
Samus is an anime.
Samus is a video game that became an anime.
When has Samus been anime?
I mean, she was in Japanese.
There's a
commercial.
manga, but
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That counts.
But anime is different than manga.
Anime is different than manga. What's different than
Man, I don't think I've had like a crush on an anime character in a hot minute, man.
Vanilla motherfucker.
No, like I'll think about it. Go on to the next question. I'll scroll through the animes.
Yeah,
Alright.
Enigma Prince brings up a valid question. Would that make more? I'm not
Would
gonna
that
say
make
what
what?
he just said.
oh,
Enigma.
Oh,
Yeah, would that make it cost
Yikes.
more?
oh,
I would hopefully make it cost less. Hopefully. TJ said
yeah,
manga is
you don't
different
know
from
what
light
people are
novel.
into.
Nasty.
All right, on to the next question. Ryan Wilkerson asking favorite Family Guy and/or American Dad episode.
Oh, my favorite Family Guy episode is the Y2K episode.
My favorite one is actually
that's a good episode.
oh yeah, that is a good one. That was like from like first season.
That was one of the season.
Yeah.
That was season 1 or 2, and like
Yeah.
the remember the one joke because that episode cracks me up entirely. But like the whole thing that cracked me was like, no, world's going crazy. This is gonna happen. You need to understand that Y2K is happening. If you no, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Wow.
He's trying to steal
Yeah, that was
Easter
actually
egg
the
from
first
Jesus.
episode where he had. The, that's the first episode where they had the chicken fight.
Yeah, it was.
Or not the chicken fight,
And
but
not
like
the last one.
yeah, but like
That was the first
they
chicken fight,
they
though.
established that they were rivals.
And also they had the Randy Newman lip.
yeah, that was great.
lip.
And I was like, what? Like, we can't. Like they just left. Like we can't deal with this. But actually, there actually is an episode like I saw on Adult Swim one day, because I was just bored and just watching Adult Swim in bed, and there was an episode where Peter becomes friends with a dolphin, and the dolphin just like hangs out.
Ricky Gervais, right?
At his house. Yes, Ricky Gervais. Yeah. I was like, holy shit! There's like a dolphin as a side character.
That was fun. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
I don't want to be vanilla. I want to at least be vanilla bean, but I can't think of anyone, man.
I'm
Vanilla bean better than vanilla because I like both equal.
They're both fine.
Yeah, I think they're both delicious.
I'm trying to think of American Dad episodes though.
I like any American Dad episode where Steve sings. Anytime Steve
Yeah.
sings, like I love that. Like it's just like he's such a great singer.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh,
even
no, I got
remember
it.
distinct episodes. I only
I
remember
remember
moments.
I love when George Bush visited. That episode cracked me up and he got drunk as fuck
Yeah.
in American Dad.
Oh,
Yeah, that
I know.
was a long time ago.
I think my favorite Family Guy episode is when Death visits for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And he like broke his leg.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck do you see in this guy?
Waddles asking, what are your predictions for this year's Comic-Con, and what shows or movies are you looking forward to?
I'm happy.
As far as like Comic-Con.
I don't need anything else. I'm happy. I got my shows back.
I don't know what they're revealing at Comic Con.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know that kind of thing.
Spider-Man, talk to me.
Is there like a list of things they're releasing at Comic Con maybe? Or like we'll talk about?
I don't know.
Kitty cat, if you don't.
But I mean, I'll just look at the news and see what's going on.
Yeah,
We'll probably talk about it on the next podcast.
Mhm.
Let's see. Deli18 asks, how much do you want to bet that the Cuphead show will have some tie-ins with the game? Says, imagine
I
the
don't-
delicious last course having tie-ins with the new show.
I
think as far as characters go, I mean, probably.
Mhm.
Like, I think a lot of the bosses will probably show up as characters.
Mhm.
Like King Dice will probably be like a main antagonist.
Do you think he'll talk?
Yes,
Mhm.
I do. I imagine we'll have tie-ins. It'd be really weird if it didn't.
Yeah.
Also, I have my answer.
You have your answer for the bathwater, the bathwater from an anime girl you want?
Yes.
He's adding sprinkles to his vanilla.
Yes. Get ready for those jimmies. And get ready for them to be rustled when no one knows who the shit this is. Yuki Kaze from Contact Collection.
Oh, a Kantai collection.
You're like, oh, bad.
It's like, oh,
Great.
a boat. It's already in the water.
Yes.
Just get some ocean water. You're good.
God damn it. I'm gonna give you credit, but I don't like you.
Let's see. Ryan Walterson asking favorite other Disney villains, as in Disney villains from movies, TV shows, and other properties that are not part of the 57 film canon. So not from Walt Disney Animation Studios films.
Wow, that is a specific question.
What about
Zurg? Can you?
Does Zurg count? Evil Emperor Zurg?
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's not from those films. So
Okay, what are the rules again?
basically anything from Walt Disney Animation Studios, their main film canon. No villains from those. So, but villains from
so, like-
other Disney movies, TV shows, or whatever.
Does
So
Kingdom
does-
Hearts villains count?
There's Toffee from Star Versus. That's a good villain.
Oh yeah,
So
he's a
does-
great villain.
Like, could I say like Yubaba? Does that count, or like because that's
What-
Disney published in the United States?
What's that
Is that what
from?
we're talking about? Spirited Away.
Oh,
Is that
I mean,
is
That's
that too
anime.
far gone?
That shit don't count.
Disney, but not Disney.
No, no.
I'm trying to find out where we're drawing
Like
the line
Toffee.
here.
Like Toffee from Star Versus. Or like
Okay.
the bad guy from what's her name? The one with the hips.
So then do Pixar movies count? I'm not trying to be like difficult. I'm just
yeah,
legitimately trying to find
you
out
can do
count.
Pixar movies, yeah,
Okay.
because that's
Well,
not
it's
part of it,
Syndrome.
yeah.
Syndrome's a great villain. And then like who else?
Yeah, Mysterio.
And then what about Marvel villains? Do they count?
Oh yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't count Marvel villain. I honestly put them in their own.
Okay.
That's just like that. Once you go Marvel, then it's just like that's not fair. That's
I was gonna be like, Thanos is one of the best written villains
Yeah,
I've really
exactly.
seen in my life. So, okay.
Oh yeah, Lord
Alrighty.
Dominator. Somebody said
yeah,
in the
that's
chat.
what I was talking about. Lord
Yeah.
Dominator, the one with the hips.
Ooh, Ryan Watterson also said Oogie Boogie from Nightmare
Oogie
Before
Boogie
Christmas.
counts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he
Disney.
does count.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite movies. So yeah.
When we say best, do we mean like literal best or favorite? Like best written or just a favorite?
Why don't you do one for each?
He said favorite.
Okay.
I want to hear one for each though, because I want to hear Hero's best. And
Oh, if we're talking about just favorite, I guess like Shigo probably. I
she goes
guess.
fine as fuck.
Yes, she is. Anyway, for literal best, that's hard because I'm still not sure
Globgor.
exactly where
One
I
who is
can.
evil. Evil Globgor.
Globgor. I was like, who is Globgor? I'm stupid. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Bill Cipher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the
Gravity
actual
Falls.
answer.
Yeah.
That's the actual. That's the yeah. Yeah. I'm sure people have been saying. Yeah, I've been like looking at a list and not the chat. Yeah, I'm sure people are actually saying things.
Oh yeah, what about Magica from DuckTales? That's a good.
It's
Yeah.
really well written as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
definitely
she's cool.
in there.
She's cool.
Ozzy asking, did you guys watch SpongeBob's big birthday blowout in horror for the 20th anniversary?
Was that the live action skit they did? Was that the live action skit?
Live action skit?
Did you see the live action SpongeBob skit they did?
No.
Oh my god, I gotta link that to you guys right now.
I know there was one where like they reenacted a couple of famous scenes.
No.
with the voice
There's
actors.
one where SpongeBob and Patrick are in this boat and they go and visit this place called the like Rusty Slab or something like that. It's like it's above water Krusty Krab basically, and all the voice actors are playing their characters, but on human versions like of their characters. So like Sandy's the voice actress is in like a spacesuit and stuff like that, and then Patrick's acting like an idiot, and Patrick the starfish is looking at the Patrick voice actor playing Patrick as a human. It's stupid, but he was like, oh my god. But yeah, let me see if I can find it. Hopefully it's still up because it went private for a bit, but it was on the official channel. Here we go. The Trusty Slab. This shit is better than every Disney live action remake to date. There you go. You can watch that after this. But yeah, like it was really good. Like I had a lot of fun with it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm.
All right. Question from Waddles: are you guys excited for Infinity Train that's coming in August with a 5-part series?
Oh,
Well,
it's
because
actually
Thanos
coming.
isn't in it. I'm not.
Wow.
Wow.
Got him.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. There's a lot of different shows coming out in next month, so I'll be excited to see that.
Yep.
Milady's Classy asking.
Oh, I bet.
Have any of you guys seen the Lindsay Ellis video, Pocahontas was a mistake, and here's why? If so, what your opinion on it? I haven't seen it.
I haven't
not
seen it.
seen
The
that,
last
I'm
video
sorry.
I watched of hers was like she was praising Hades, but crap about her movie, and I understand the movie's not perfect, but it is one of my personal favorites. Say anything, so, yeah, it's a bias.
Yeah,
It's one of your personal what?
It's one of my personal favorites. The Disney Hercules. That movie inspires me.
Hercules.
Falk TGS asking. This is probably more for Jax. Baki the Grappler or Kengan Ashura?
I literally did a video.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I
literally.
do that.
Do you actually watch it? Yeah, I was like, wait, you actually.
I know about Baki. I don't know about.
Okay. Well, the thing is, what I love about Kengan is Kengan stylistically. And all right, so this is what I'll say about Kengan. Stylistically, I think it looks better because Baki's characters are a bit. Okay, I've loved Baki since I was a little kid. I used to watch when he redhead kid fighting apes in the woods. It was great. But I would definitely say in that regard, it is better, and then they do a better job showing different fighting styles like Jeet Kune Do, and like everyone can go like, oh wow, that's my fighting style. Wow, they're actually explaining my fighting style. And if you read it, you'd be like, I don't know what martial arts to choose because they all look so great. And Baki is great, but like the bodybuilders got like level 5 physiques, their muscles gross. And I love the characters. I love Baki. I love Yujiro. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Baki. But if I compare just the manga, there are some arcs that are a bit dull in the manga compared to like other things. Than like, oh wow, this is right. I will honestly get back to me on this. If you're talking strictly anime, well, Kengan's got that bullshit CGI crap on Netflix coming. So it's like, ugh, it's not looking good. But comedy, characters, story wise, I would like. I love Baki, but I like Kengan just a smidge more. Just a smidge more.
Just a smidge.
But Baki is dope. I do love Baki.
All right. I'm refreshing and I'm not getting any more questions here on Twitter, so I guess we're done.
10:30. We're done.
So next episode is going to be episode 99.
99.
Yeah.
And 100. You got to get everyone back.
It's going to be right before BronyCon.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, and then a couple weeks after that, we'll be doing our 100th episode, and I'm basically going to be inviting everybody who's ever been on the POS podcast to be on. So you have like a big like 100 celebration special.
Big summer blowout.
Big summer.
Yeah, so let's next episode is going to be the 29th. So that'll be the last episode of this month, and then after that it's going to be episode 100.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. It's going to be a party.
All right. Bye everybody.
Bye, Nee.
Bye y'all. Bye Nee.